Hey everyone, welcome in. I gotta find myself on my other channel. So give me just a second. Have to do that part. God, why am I having a hard time? I forgot to tag products. I'm so sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. I'll be there soon. I'm here. Whew. I was sleepy earlier. Good thing I had like some a VA splash, and that seemed to kind of wake me up. Hope you guys are doing well on this evening. I'm almost out of this skein. This is one skein of yarn used so far on this blanket. So I'll be adding on the new skein before I get off live for certain. Try to keep that yarn from falling down. I pull all of these back up. I know I said I would have had it done, but when I went live the last time, I didn't really get a chance because I was doing demonstrations, and I took 2 days off this week. So, and the person saw the blanket last night, so I'm like, I need to go and get this done. Uh oh. Thank you, Angelina. How are you doing today? That's good. Not too bad. Same here. I think when the rain came through, I kind of got sleepy. But I'm starting to wake up now, and it's chilly outside, bro. Came in and threw the temps down. Thank you. I'm making a baby blanket. Someone requested a baby blanket. Maybe it was gonna slide down. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to keep it from bumping the table so much anyway. I can turn it over in just a second, so you guys can see the progress, and then where is it? Thank you. This is like, I think, let me see, 2, 3, 4. This is like my 5th day working on it, and I usually do about 2.5 hours each day. The first day I did 5 hours, but the other 3 days I did 2.5. It's one part of the blanket that takes me 2.5 hours, and it's only like an inch and a half long, but everything else works up quicker. Awesome. I need to try one of those. I crochet too. I need to try one of those. But I want to do overalls so bad, so I'm gonna try and do overalls first. Crochet granny square overalls first. Thank you, Ruby. I tried to anyway. I'm a tad bit annoyed because I was like, I could have had this done last week, but I have a festival coming up this weekend, so it's it's had my attention, and I've been trying to do crochet plushies for it, so I've just been focused on that. Do you use a wrapping tool? That's what helped me a lot because I started looming about 10 years ago, and my tension was so tight that I was breaking the pegs. So I actually quit looming for a while, and then I found the pin technique, and I've been hooked back on it ever since. Or the wrapping, using the wrapping tool, I've been hooked ever since. The only stitch you can use it with is each stitch though, but that works out fine. Ah, okay. I find that the faster I wrap, the less um the less tension I have. So it kind of takes the guessing out of it on whether I'm wrapping it too tight. So I wrap it fast. Kind of trick my brain to think I'm doing something really fast. And I also loosen up the yarn from the skein with my hand, so I don't let the wrapping tool pull from directly from the skein. I always have it in one hand so I can tell how tight it is. Thank you. It helps out a lot because I have arthritis in my hands and a pinched nerve in my shoulder and degenerative disc disease in my neck. So it helps out a lot. So I don't really have to do a lot of picking it up, especially when it gets bigger. When it gets bigger and the yarn gets thicker, I flip it like this a lot. So I can't. I'm waiting on it to get bigger. So all I have to do is just do this and turn the table, and not really lift up the blanket. I asked him to cut that down. That is my neighbor, y'all. I'm just tired. Oh my goodness. And I can't go out there. Well, I'm not about to go out there in the middle of live and ask him to cut that down again. It's crazy. I'm trying to breathe through it. He only had it off for I made it. It was I got it from the pieces from Home Depot. Oh man. Cause I don't want this to affect my live because his music is really loud. I'll be glad when he go to bed. Thank you, is yeah, like all the spinning parts, everything from Home Depot. It costs no more than about $50 at the time, and yeah, and it took like no more than 20 minutes to make it to put it together. And he didn't like been playing his music like this every night for about a week. It's 9 o'clock. I mean, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah. So yeah, it helps out a lot. Ooh, thank you. And he put it right back on. We are. Hi, Madison. How are you? I think I might have to go live earlier next week. That's good. Hey, Mary Beth. Are you feeling better? I'm making a blanket, Kayla. Thank you. Hey, Ray. How are you doing this evening? Thank you. That's good. No problem. This is a skein from Red Heart latte stripe. So just in case you guys are curious. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. You should. You should, MB. Thanks so much for the likes. Yes, I'm working on a baby blanket. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Beth. I'm getting hot and I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off. It's chilly outside though. Awesome, Ray. I love crocheting. When I'm not doing this, I crochet. I take a break from crocheting and doing this, and then I take a break from this and crochet. Thank you, Ray. I knew I saw a mosquito in here yesterday. Little vampire. And I felt like I had got bit, but I wasn't sure. So I was in denial. I had to just enjoy what I do to get that confidence. I'm sorry. I don't quite understand the your question, Mary Beth. Mm, maybe my internet might be a little bit slow tonight. It did glitch a little bit on my side, but it went back to normal. Because everybody's at home. Sometimes the internet acts up because we're all on it at one time. Or when the weather. Okay, Ray. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm usually here every Saturday, 8 p.m. Central to 11. It keeps grabbing. Sorry, y'all. It keeps grabbing yarn. The Velcro. And I put it right back in there. Thank you, Nails on MJ. I'm using that latte stripe by Red Heart. Oh, okay. The I'm doing. I section off 8 pegs, but I'm only doing like 7 garter stitches. Uh I think that fixed it. What was I? Yes, the garter stitch. I'm using a Red Heart latte stripe. The garter stitch is one row of each stitch and then one row of purl stitch. Kaylee. How you doing? No problem, Lisa. I got you. Ask any questions you need. Thank you, Kaylee. I'm trying to get done with this skein before 9 o'clock, just as a goal. We'll see. I don't have that much left. Right. Some certain times throughout the year they be very affordable. When I was buying mine, they were like the first one. It was like at like uh $50, I think, and I had a coupon for like 40% off. And then my other two, I bought them. They were like close to 60. So yeah, that's a good bargain. And the cheapest I've seen them since was like 45.99. Um. Oh, this is one skein, so the color is changing on its own. That's why I love variegated yarn. Not to I don't have to really think about color changing. So right, I hope it's worth it for you too, because everybody is different. So all I can do is just hope that it's worth it for you. Right. Red Heart they know how to dye some colors. So I love using variegated yarn. When I have to change colors, it slowed me down a lot. So with variegated yarn, I can just work it up real quick, stop a few times to add some colors. I don't have to go back and thread in the loose ends and all that stuff. So okay, thank you, Kaylee, for coming in and hanging out with me. I trust me, I get it. Cause I'm a YouTuber, and then you know, I do customs, and I'm doing it, getting ready to do some events, and I got an event this weekend. So yeah, I get it. Content, content, content. Let's see. And my sister, I'm in a meeting, but she hung up, so I just message her because my other phone message her on TikTok. I don't think I'm friends with her on the other TikTok. Probably have to. Hopefully, I don't have to log into my TikTok. Cause I can't message her on Google or Messenger. She doesn't have a messenger. Thank you, Deborah. Anybody in the room who watches Handmaid's Tale? Because I'm just super excited that they have a new season coming out, and I can't wait to watch it. It's the last and final season, but they took a very long time to um, to bring this last season. But I'm definitely going to watch it. Feels like it's been like 3 years, maybe. This is the last season. It probably ain't been that long, but that's what it feels like. I got about 2 more rows left in this game, I think. My bad. I need to find. It's time for me to graduate from my method of going live, so I need to find like a different kind of stand to use. No, don't fall on the floor. Not it. Looks like I got another row before this yarn is out. I kind of knew that was going to happen. So maybe two more rows after this one, hopefully. Just two more rows. No, I'm calculating. No, that looks like maybe about four rows. Ain't this wow? This all I have left. I know this is probably about four rows. Two, probably three. I'm gonna count it as I go. I always can't really gauge how many more rows with a very small left, small piece of skein left. Awesome, Deborah. I hope they enjoy this because um, I've been trying to teach people to crochet, but it's been really difficult. But then I'll try to like do a loom knit class, and it's not as exciting as crochet, but it'll be easier for them to pick up. So those classes don't ever really make. I do summer camps during the summer at a college, and the loom knitting class didn't make. In the crochet classes, very few kids make for that one. So I'm just gonna have to do something different. Hey, Dan, how are you doing this evening? Thank you. Oh, it's 8:51. I don't think I'm gonna finish this game before 9 o'clock. It just sounds too much like right. Hmm. So this is one. No, no, not, no, not. Nine. Okay, not that one. It's all about that patience. When I first started this, I just used to just pull at it, and now I know if you just take your time. Exactly, it really does. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Deborah. It really does. Having crafts makes a difference. I wish schools, realize how important that is, and just do programs where they just make things, or at least my community doesn't really do that. So I try to introduce it. Like I tried to do a crochet class last summer. It didn't really pan out. Not many kids showed up, and then yeah, and that didn't have nothing to do with the college, thing. But and maybe I just go to the library on random days, be working. Maybe the kids would get interested. I'm trying to find me a couple of hangout spots other than just being at home all the time. From Amazon. The link is also in my bio. I forgot to tag the videos. I meant tag the products today, but yeah. It's called KB Afghan Loom. Knitting on the needles is the original. This is a form of knitting. Also, finger knitting and arm knitting are other ways. Yeah, it can be done with needles. Right, right, exactly. And not only just produce income when you're an adult, they can go ahead and start producing income now. There's a young boy who's like, I think he's about 12 now, and he's been crocheting for like the past seemed like the past 2 years. I'm not sure. But for the past 2 years, now I see him in a lot of ads. I see him making stuff. He's writing patterns for like big companies and everything. So I'm like, yes, I try to get the my community to realize that, because I was like, okay, so I'm starting to realize maybe they're not interested in crocheting or knitting. So I put it out there that, I'll just help them like grow their social media. Like, I'm not charging them anything to do it. I just want to like, just help them realize, that they have options, and that, if I teach one or two of them, they can, spread that around with their own friends, and we can, you know, like change some of our patterns and stuff. But yeah. It makes a 5 foot wide blanket if you use the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. I wish my own kids understood that, but they just want to sit on their games. And they can make money, playing their games. And I've tried to encourage them to get on social media, but all they want to do is watch social media and play games. But they like, it's not like, they're not doing anything, but excuse me, I just try to, like, Get them to do more of that because their grades are good and they just love football. They're really not into any type of crafting. Even though I know for certain one of them is artistic, but I got too excited about him being artistic, and he was like, she doing too much." So I haven't really seen him draw since. And all I did was get excited and ask him to draw me some things. And it was something that he already had drew, so I was just asking him to reproduce it for me. But I left that alone, I don't want to ruin it for him. So I just wish, when I was younger, that somebody would have been excited to, about my crafts. But he was like, no. What you mean? What to change? Oh, you said what to charge? I don't charge for my time because, so I want to just put that out there. I don't charge for my time because I take like almost 2 to 3 times longer than other people, and because of my ADHD, so it just makes me take longer. So I just, I go on Etsy and kind of gauge that way for prices, and I make sure I charge for supplies indefinitely, and then just kind of figure out what to charge them after I've charged for supplies. Okay. Hi, Lon. How are you? I don't remember if this row 2 or 3 from the small scan. I was trying to keep up, but I forgot now. 10 years. I've been doing this 10 years. I started on the needles first though, and needle knit for a little while, and then I started doing some research because I wasn't very versed in knitting at the time. Because if I would have knew what I knew now, I probably wouldn't even have started looming. But now I'm addicted to it, so it's hard to put it down. I get it. I'm sorry. I get you. Cause I know no habla español, so I get it. I'm sorry. I wish like the comments would come in like automatically translated, since we got AI, um, coming around. So it's like, if we can use AI to automatically translate comments during live, that would be so awesome. But I also know that it's not gonna always be readable too if it's um, in another language. Well, if I respond to comments in English, it's not gonna always be understood. Also, since YouTube already dubs, it would be nice to, yeah, see if that could be done too. But that would be wow, like a live dub. Ooh, it's too far down. Let's see. Go this way first. Now, now that I see it's growing, that helps me to keep. That motivates me too. So I'm like, yeah, yeah, almost done. Hopefully, I should have the same dialect, and I just hope it's not on the outside. Because if it's on the outside, I'm gonna have to pull cut some yarn loose in order to get this to line up right. Because when I ordered it, they both came in the same bag, so I'm assuming it's the same dialect. Thank you, Buoy fan. Yeah, this is a baby blanket. Once I get through wrapping this and doing my pearl stitches, I'll show you real quick how far I am. This yarn keeps wanting to fall off the table, and I would like for it to stop that. These are my pearl stitches. Let's see, front of it. Turn it a little bit. We're getting on down. Where am I getting at this? Right here. Alright. Let's see. It's almost at that point where I'm gonna have to pick up a whole lot. Mm-mm. I was hoping that it wouldn't do all this. But that sounds too much like right. Come on. Okay, let's see. Let's figure out how to get this loose in a nice way. You know, because all it really is wrapped around. Wait a minute. Come on, which one is it? Okay, there it is. I think that was the problem. Now let's get this mess out the way, nicely and calmly, so that it doesn't knot up on itself. Hey, your local Therian. We're doing good. How are you doing? I'm just rolling right along. I'm just gonna set this yarn right here because it's just being naughty. We're gonna set it right here and we just gonna roll with it as I go because it's getting on my nerves. I set it in this one spot. That way it's not being. Ugh. Wow, that's crazy. Cause I've been here. This thing's starting to get heavy. I've had a couple of bad days where I didn't really post consistently like that week, but yeah, I've been trying to stay in in the in the feed. I have dyslexia, so it might have been like I saw somebody else's name above yours and accidentally called you that. Some days it's I have bad days and I have good days, so it comes and goes. So my mind, with dyslexia plays a lot of tricks. Your eyes plays, and your mind doesn't collaborate well sometimes. And so I probably just accidentally called you Samantha. Oh, okay. Well, that's still, with the whole dyslexia thing, the whole, it's it's all part of that. Crap. I'm trying to keep from singing this song. These people are playing us short. Right, exactly. In college, I used to, when I would try to study, it would take me like 3 hours to read a chapter. So yeah, it's some days it's wild. Awesome, new cat. I'm gonna try and save up for a Yorkie this year. I want a Yorkie so bad. I've wanted a Yorkie since last year. As an emotional support. I mean support pet. But I know they're expensive. It has to be a dog that doesn't shed hair. And then I could take it everywhere and treat it like a baby. Oh, too cute. Almost. All right. Now she's not up anymore. It's over there on that side. I think I'm about to get. Well, no, it might be half a row. I think this row number 4, like I said, it will go up to 4, but not that much yarn left. Crap. All right. Cool. We almost made it to row number 5. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is pull this off, and I need a tapestry needle. I should have grabbed my tapestry needle first. I should have had one sitting out though. That's what I was thinking. Come on, come on, little fella. Okay. I just need one for right now, just to. All right, I need you to do this. And okay, let me get another one. All right, so that's gonna keep it on the loom while I get my other one. What did I just do with my other one? And start a new skein. Okay, so before I do that, set this right here. And I gotta, oh, I got it set that right there. All right, thread this in the pin first. What I've been doing my tapestry needles. Okay, and now we're going to old that old yarn. That's why I normally don't even make it this short. Old yarn, new yarn. No, 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 not old yarn, new yarn. I have to get this back to the dark color. I can't use this color. I don't like doing that. I'm trying to do a continuation, so I'm gonna have to pull this out of here. Come on, don't give me a whole lot. We trying to get back to the dark color. I know it's not. Don't take a minute. Hopefully not. And this part gonna become a what's the blanket? Part of one of those waist yarn blankets or something like that. Can't think of the word I want to call it. Come on. I should have wound this yarn up. Thank you, ABM, Monet. This is why I was like, oh, I got the dialogue, the same dialogue, so I didn't have to do this. But apparently, they were looked like they were two different dialogues. So now I'm having to do this. Okay, has it gotten darker? Yeah, yeah. This is what I'm looking for, I think. All right. So I think this is the color that is close to it. So we're gonna cut it about right here. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I need to, I'll probably reattach that Thank you, Monet. I understand very. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the rest of it. I'm working on a blanket. I think that was work, not very something work. Very good work. Oh, thank you. Uh-oh. Come on, guys. I'm gonna have to redo that. That's why I don't like doing it so close. Doing this magic knot so close because it always difficult to kind of do it. Dude, I'm getting hot here. Now my hands are shaking, which they've been shaking all day. Okay, I just need the first one going there. Yay, okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for the likes. All right, so now since this is further away, because if I go to the knot, let me go to the knot so y'all can see. The knot will not feed through the yarn, so I have to wrap these, a few of them with my hand, and then start back wrapping with the pen. All right, now we back. Uh-oh, crap. Mm. Good thing it's not gonna go past the orange. I'm having, maybe it's because I want to wrap all the way up there. Let's just pull it over here. You're right. Because it don't help that my hands shaking too. Oh gosh. I did some crocheting today, so it's kind of like being naughty. And I only have to wrap, like, let me put my hand right here. I only have to wrap, I don't have to wrap that many pigs. It's just, I'm apparently struggling today. All right, hold that down. There we go. And that is why I do not wrap with my hands. Now I got to get back in the groove because that threw me off. Almost like, I loom knit it almost like mechanically. So anytime I have to stop and do something or something like off the beaten path just a little bit, like, you know. There would also, if you wanted to change colors, if I'm doing like the same color, um, like the same colorway, I use the magic circle. But if I'm changing colors, I change the colors at the start of the row. But you can change colors anywhere you would like to. But to change colors, you just create a slip knot and start back wrapping again. But mine is all part of one skein, so I can match the color by and just do a magic circle. I mean um, a magic knot, magic circle with crochet talk. My accidental crochet talk. I was showing some people how to crochet today, so that might be stuck in my head. When I come back around this area where I did the magic knot, it's gonna kind of be tight. And let's not make the stitches loose in that area, which I think they're kind of loose. But we'll find out in just a moment. I'm gonna do my nails tomorrow. There goes the knot. Uh-oh. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I usually do them too tight. For the past few times I've done a magic night, it hasn't been tight really long. Maybe I figured it out. Figured out a good formula for it. If I don't do nothing else, I would like to get back to the tan color that I started with online. But I know I had to stop and reattach yarn stuff, so it's not gonna be too crazy. I'm in too upset about not reaching my goal, and I had to unravel yarn, so hi Zodiac Central. It's for me. It's very therapeutic and relaxing. It's called Loom Knitting. It's a form of, well, I just said Loom Knitting. My bad. I usually say it's looming, a form of knitting. And before I thank you, I like to crochet in my spare time too. I love making plushies. This is where we are so far, y'all. See if I can stretch it over there and see it a little further so y'all can see all of it. And it's kind of showing all of it. Thank you. It's all from one skein of red heart called Latte Stripe. Thank you. I need some water. My voice sounds. So y'all, I actually have three of these, and there's a blanket on every one of them. I have a couple of videos on here, on YouTube showing how to start off. But essentially, you just you create a slip knot, and the tool I'm using like a wrapping tool, and you just start wrapping counterclockwise along the loom, and then knit off the way I'm knitting off right now. Thank you. I need to go see how much yarn. I got some yarn back there, and someone wants me to see if I can use blanket yarn on it. So I'm gonna try that one day. See if I got enough for baby blanket. Yes, I sell them. Most of the time, I get on here and I just make them, just to pass time. But this one is a custom. And I mostly do baby blankets. I probably do like one 5 foot wide blanket a year. But this year I'm gonna do at least two because I'm making them for my sons for Christmas. So I'm like, yeah, let's start this early. So hopefully they like them. I can customize them and put their names on it, but it'll be crochet cross stitch. I just said like literally 5 seconds ago that I can crochet. And please do not come in here with that. Why not just learn to crochet? Because I have no problem with other people craft, and I do not project my issues onto them. So let's not do that tonight. Thank you. And I also knit on the needles. So why not just let me do what I prefer to do? Thank Me too. They work up really fast. So why not just not be rude? And I learned to do this 10 years ago before I started crocheting. So I like making baby blankets this way. And I like to crochet plushies. I don't understand why this just bothers other people when it's my time. I don't go on people. other people stuff and say, why don't you just loom it? Because it relaxes me. Yes, I have one. I made one for myself. So my first blanket was this color, so I kept it, and it's like 5 foot wide um, and 5 foot long, and I use it as a throw. Right, right. Exactly. Because I know with my crochet, I really don't like to like put it on live because I get a lot of people talking about my tension, and so I like to have tight tension because I create plushies. So I just grow up like I because of that reason I have to I grow up a couple of hook sizes to just for like making clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, I like that. Yeah. And it seems you have to like account for tension on here too. That's why I'm using that wrapping tool. Because if I didn't, I have to do it with my hands. And if you when you wrap with your hands, you kind of wrap tighter if you're not used to it. And I don't like wrapping with my hands at all. You are too funny, outdoor Chris. How are you doing this evening? Y'all got an hour left. Right, right. That's my favorite thing to do. Like people, they've been asking me to do a lot of other stuff. Like right now, I'm working on like my second hoodie. This is all crochet. Second hoodie, I'm working on a duffel bag, and I'm working on this blanket. And I'm just like, when they ask me for a lot of other stuff, I'm like, please, somebody just ask me to make plushies most of the time. But most of the time, they want me to make those bucket hats. I'm just like, please ask for the plushies. Also, yes, it was nice today, and it cooled off really nicely when the mist came through. Cause I didn't really consider that rain. I consider that misting. It got a little cool up this well this way. It was I think it was like 68 before I came in the shed, and I don't have any insulation, so I'm feeling it all. Oh, okay. Oh, it missed it for about an hour or so here. And it kept saying yesterday it was gonna rain. I'm just like, where is this rain? Why y'all keep promising us rain and it's not coming? And it looked like it wanted to rain, it just didn't. And all of it came today. Yeah, yeah. My sister used to go to college there. I'm close to Memphis. Memphis, West Memphis, Marion. Like right at the bridge. Okay, cool. Now I don't really like to cross the bridge a lot because I actually I skip Memphis and go to Mississippi. So anywhere I want to hang out, I have to do a drive because if it's not Memphis, well, Tennessee is going to Jonesboro. No, I have not seen that Zodiac. I need to see that. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think I might have. I got a lot of dark right here. No, it's not too bad. It's gonna be a thick spot of dark though. But as long as it's flowing with the color change, that's fine. Maybe it'll be in the middle of the blanket. Right. It really yes, it's a dangerous area. Okay. I need to look at see that. I remember one year they were taking like the towels, the bath towels or whatever, and folding them into bears, and that was so cute. That's good because usually if the pattern is not well written, I'm very angry. Get pretty angry. I get very frustrated, not angry. I just was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done with this. I want to learn to do graph scans though. So I've been studying up on graph scans lately. I swear. Like, I got a guinea pig sitting back there now out of frustration. Because I was trying to, I normally don't change colors very well. And so I just tend to crochet like the separate parts and then sew it on there where it's supposed to go. But I was like, okay, this time I'm gonna, follow the video and change the colors with the video. But the person was like, this how many stitches you about to do. And then they tell you like, how many times to put two stitches and all that in there. And after that part, that's when they told me where to put the colors in. I got very mad. I'm just like, now you tell me where to put the colors at after you tell me how many stitches to put in each stitch. Oh, okay, cool. It's a graphic game. Wow, that's crazy, Chris. Yeah. Mm-mm. Cause I know at one point they were like taking cars from the hospital, and I'm just like, if you that bold to start taking cars from the hospital where people are already having a bad day or a bad time, like you just really done lost it. So after I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's not my hangout spot anymore. Yeah, yeah. I'm always willing to try something advanced. Even when I ain't have no business doing it, I tried something advanced. I went and bought a pattern for a pit bull. Um, well, it wasn't a pit bull per se, but it could pass for a pit bull. And that was like after my first year of crocheting. Because the person was like, no rush, take your time, figure it out or whatever. So I was just like, okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed it after I finished it though. Definitely would do it again. I haven't made one since, but yeah, it was worth it. Now I made a ruffle skirt, an adult ruffle skirt. I don't know where other people get the patience um, for that. Now that's one project I would never do again. I'll do it for like children, but I would never do. And maybe I'll just work on one for myself that's gonna take a whole year to do. But an adult ruffle skirt is wild. But I made a hoodie last month or month before last, and I'm getting ready to make another one of those. Even though that hoodie frustrated me, I was once I finished, it was nice. I was like, yeah, I'm willing to do this again. I swear that's my struggle. That is my struggle. Right? They are very cute. I don't have the patience to do it. I would probably have to like okay work on my ruffle skirt for an hour and then be like okay we gonna put it down for like a week. That's how much I could like. That's the patience that I have for it. But they're so cute. I want to do like a granny square tube skirt though next. So. Me too. I probably got about five right now. I'm working on this one. I got two other blankets on the loom. This is a old the wrapping tool I'm using is a old clicking office pen, or you can use a straw, so you don't have to go and buy one. It really is, Chris. It really is. It's really simple to do to me anyway. But I hear a lot of people complain that they they complain that it's not really that simple, or they're annoyed because it's very what's the other word I'm looking for, tedious. It's very tedious, so they complain. I think that's really what it is, more so than anything, is that it's a tedious process. Yep, that too, Zodiac. So I try, because I have arthritis in my hands. I have overactive wrist. I have a pinched nerve in my right shoulder, and I have a degenerative disc disease in my neck. So I just try to be very proactive. So this past week alone, because I normally get headaches, I get migraines on a weekly basis. So um, oh yeah, definitely, Chris. I normally get migraines on a weekly basis. So these past couple of days, I went and bought a back brace. I went and bought one of those tens. I think that's what they call it, electronic things. And I make sure I wear my compression gloves all the time too. So yeah, it's it's okay. It's alright. I make it through. Um, I have not. I've had some carpal tunnel scares, but when I wear the brace things, it works itself back out. So that's why I try to make sure I wear them all the time. Because when I don't, my hands cramp, and my forearm cramps up too. I got another like compression wrap. I lost it. I don't know what I did with it, that I had using for my forearm, but I gotta figure out where I can set it down at. So I'm trying to do better at neck movements. I said I was going to try and start some yoga. I'm just doing everything I can to keep the migraines down, and it's really only coming from like the neck issue. Um, I don't know where the knocking could be coming from, but someone, if it's knocking, or is it beat knocking? Because my neighbor is tearing his music up, so you may be hearing that. Yeah, my neighbor. Yeah, he's driving me nuts. I actually asked him to cut his music down before I got on live, and he cut it down because I said I'm recording. I didn't say I was going live. I said I'm recording. And I went out there and I was like, I yelled his name like 50 times. He didn't hear me. So I had to go up to him. I'm like, okay, I'm recording. Can you like cut your music down some? And he actually has it lower than he had it earlier. So when I asked him to cut his music down, he cut it off. So I'm like, I didn't, you didn't have to cut it off. I just, kind of, if you could cut it down just a little bit. Like earlier, you could hear every word for word what he was listening to. So then he cut it off, and it was off for like 15, 30 minutes, and he was back at it. I'm just like, dude, you didn't even have to, like, I swear, y'all. I'm like, you might as well shouldn't have even cut it off when I asked you to, because it didn't take me, like, if I was recording, it takes way longer than 15 minutes for me to record something. And I was like, God, gosh darn. So I had to breathe through it all because I was like so annoyed when live started. I'm just like, I hope they don't be like, YouTube don't be like, oh, you got a copyright strike because all that music playing in your background. I'm just like, YouTube, it's not me. It's not me. I asked them to cut it down. I swear, what you said can barely stand my own the noise going on in my own house. That's why I'm out here in my shed. So we got a shed because it was so noisy in the house. The dog would bark. My mother-in-law would come down the hallway making real weird obscene noises. And yeah, so it was, the house is busy. So I'm like, okay, got me a shed. Now I don't have any insulation in the shed, but it works. But he just started doing this the past 3 or 4 days, every night. This been an every night thing since it's warmed up. He's outside having a club. I'm like, you're not in the club. Right, right. And it's not all like so he's playing like the regular radio, so it's playing everything. It's playing hood rap and everything. So some of this music is not something that's appropriate for younger kids, and I'm just like, come on, dude. My kids are like 13 and 15, so that ain't even an issue. It's just like, can we play music at the appropriate time of the day? Like you have all day to play it, and it's like he don't want to turn into a club until it's almost nighttime. Go to the club then. Go to a club, not have a club in your yard. I swear, like it's crazy. It's been like that for about a week now. And then I'll go in the house. You can hear him. You can hear his music in our house too. And then I just tell my husband, well, I guess he's at the club tonight, and he's playing you some music. And I was thinking earlier, I said I can't wait to bedtime because because I am sick of him. Wow, that's crazy. Right, that is interesting. My youngest just turned 13 in January, and then the oldest one he'll be 16 in October. I ain't ready. It's just inching on up there. I I think he's finally going in the house to go to bed. Cause, sir, come on. Like earlier, he cut it off twice, and then it came right back on. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you going to bed or not? Uh-uh. I'm blessed to have broken our cycle. Well, me and my sister have. Um, we didn't have children until we were like adults, and my mom had us young too, and her mom had her young. And my oldest kind of freaks me out a little bit with the whole driving thing. But I've been the one that's been teaching. His dad like started him off, but his dad doesn't like other people driving him around, so I have to teach him how to drive. Um, his dad was like, he took him on some highways that he would have to get up to like, over 55 miles per hour. That's about it. We haven't put him on like the major highways or anything, but he's been driving since um about November or December. He ain't doing too bad. I didn't get my license until I was like 20 or 21, and the motivation was that I was pregnant, and I had to think of my child, so that's the reason why I ended up getting my license even finally. But I didn't. It took me a long time because I refused to drive with my mother. She was a yeller. You can't teach somebody how to drive and you yelling the whole time. I'm operating something that needs a strong amount of patience. And then I was in a lot of car wrecks as a kid, so I was just like, I just wasn't interested in trying to drive at that time. Oh, okay, you've been driving for a long time. I'm starting to think that's more so he just, you growing up, and that's probably what it really is. Like my kid, on random occasion, it happens very uh, rarely though. He'll space out. I'm just like, dude, like, you know, hey, pay attention. This is serious. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Mine didn't get his until after he turned 15. I think in our state you can't get it until um after you turn 15. So he just been waiting. Unless you maybe needed a hardship or something. I don't know how that works. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't know. He didn't get his to because I'm in Arkansas, so but he didn't get his to he was 15. I thought that was the age. Unless his dad was just like, wait till you 15. Gotcha. My son did too. I'm like, cause he was back at the car again. I'm like, what did you do? Like, how did you take the test so fast? I was like, well, I just hope you pass, cause you sure sped through that. Now me, it took me like two or three times for the reading part. I think it was two for the reading part. Oh, okay. Not really. Yeah, that's so funny. Then they're on the computer now too. When I took mine, it was like on the paper. Come on. No, this way. Yeah, yep. The person I took the driver's test with, I just had to make a block, and she was like, "Yep, you're good." Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, right. It's not like they take you anywhere major. All you gotta do is put on your seatbelt, check your mirrors, and just watch your speed limit and stuff. So use your signal lights. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mine, it was in a rural area, so we just made a block. Right. Oh, there's some rain. That's real rain right there. Right. Oh, it rained and then it stopped. It don't really want to rain today. I stay in a rural area, and the Walmart's close to me. One is like about 20, about 15, 20 miles, and the other two are like 25 miles. I don't really like to just get up and drive. I'm such a homebody; it's ridiculous. Yeah, I got well less than 30 minutes now. I tried to watch the time and clock at 30 minutes. Oh yeah, there is no there is no stop sign, and I'm in stoplight in ours. We mostly get stopped by the train. Now that's a ridiculous thing. The train gonna get stuck often here. I'm just like y'all haven't gotten to a point where y'all may turn it into a overpass or something, cause you can dig down under it. Cause the town that I'm from, they dug down under there, and although sometimes it floods, but you know it's better than constantly every day getting stuck by a train. Especially if you have an emergency and you got somewhere to be. And we need that too. Just anything to avoid the train will work. Cause I'm sick of it. Like the train gets stuck on the tracks almost every morning when we have to go to school. And like at the time that you're like buses are running and everything, the train gets stuck on the track. But the kids have been out for like a week. Um well, the other school been out 2 weeks. My kids been out for a week. And I have barely seen the train get stuck on the tracks when they have not been in school. But when they're we gotta get them to school, the train is stuck. Oh yeah. That's weird because that rarely happens here. So I pray it never happens. But yeah. And we used to have like a ambulance place here. It looked like they were independent contractors, but they've been gone for about 6 to 8 months now. So they didn't leave till about last year. Excuse me. Not a 3 day long, cause yeah, Monopoly gonna last a long time. I get you. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy that Monopoly game. 'Cause I know it's gonna last long. Play Monopoly with the boys, and it'd be like, I got hair to do tomorrow, bro. I gotta plan out tomorrow really well. So I gotta do the boys' hair. I'm gonna wait till Monday to do mine. And I still need to create some more stuff for this week, for next weekend. Y'all have about 15 minutes left. Excuse me. Hi, create and relate. How are you doing this evening? Right? A baby blanket. Once I finish knitting these off, I can show you real quick. This is what somebody else requested. This is the latte stripe by Red Heart, and they found it in one of my videos. It was like, can you make this into a baby blanket? So yeah. Let's see if I can get it over a little bit. But yeah. I had made my first blanket using these colors, so it was nice as a throw. I'm gonna see if I can. Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can add like maybe some hearts to it, and they probably be crochet hearts, and see if that kind of like soften it up some. Yeah, I got about 10 minutes left. Get the show thing. Awesome, Thomas. It's very relaxing and therapeutic for me, so that's why I love working on it. My neighbor back outside clubbing. I thought he was gone to bed. Awesome. That's a big step. That's good. Congratulations. I remember when I first went live, it was a mess. I went live with resin. I used to do resin like about 3 years ago. I still do it from time to time, but very rarely. And with resin, you're like timed, to be honest, because if you don't do certain things in a certain amount of time, it starts to heat up and all that stuff. If it's too long, or it starts to thicken up before you need it to, and all that stuff. And yeah, and then you gotta wear all this gear to use it and all that stuff. So I was like, I gotta find something else to go live with. And so I've been using this on live, and I had a whole bunch of anxiety too. I don't like, I still kind of don't really like hearing my own voice and all that stuff. So, um, yeah, and I don't like being on camera. So with this bad boy here, I've been going live for about 3 or 4 years with it. So it's helped me a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate you for coming in anyway. I'm here before I get off, let me make my schedule announcement. Right. Create and relate. Woo. Well, I can't say nothing because yeah. Well, my first video wasn't me on the camera. It was more so like I took pictures. I used to do a lot of PowerPoint. I used to do PowerPoint videos when I started YouTube, and so I just did a lot of PowerPoint videos and uploaded them without me on them. So yeah, I get it. And I didn't become a YouTube partner until about 4 years. I mean, no, 3 years ago. And I've been on YouTube uploading videos very inconsistently before then, since about 2012. So it was a long time coming. Yeah, it it was PowerPoint. Just I was because that's the only way I knew how to edit. Well, you could edit videos on YouTube back then too, but I was just doing them all kind of ways. Yeah, it took me a long time. It frustrates me. Well, I have ADHD and dyslexia, so it takes me a longer time than others to kind of get to the party to get on the same page. But yeah, I finally made it. Yeah. So it's crazy. And everything that's once I made like the before I made YouTube partner, everything had finally started clicking in. I'm glad they added shorts though. The shorts is what helped me out a lot. I figured out how to do shorts. Right, exactly. And then it has to become a habit. So that's another thing. When the information is new, it's so overwhelming for me that I can't really focus on the information because I'm like, this is too much information all at one time. But once I started, just kind of taking it in little bite-sized pieces, it kind of started to make sense. Now everything makes sense. And I'm just like, I just wish I could have. Everything would have made sense as easy as it does now because it's like, everything I know now, I'm just like, duh, of course. Yes, exactly. Because you got to think on your toes and all that stuff too. So, yeah. I just do my best to not have um I didn't want to say diarrhea of the mouth, but I have to do my best not to have diarrhea of the mouth. Right, me too. Me too. And I get to thinking about that every so often. I'm just like, it makes me upset that because all the new things and, AI is constantly changing things right now too. So we have to constantly make an adjustment for that. Now we're constantly learning now to try to stay in the know. And so right now I got too much information being dumped because I'm getting the information from more than one place. So I'm trying to process through all that. Me, me too. Me too. When there's an awkward silence, I'm like, I need to feel the silence because no one is talking. So I'm just saying all kind of random stuff, and I'm just like, please, please don't say something that you shouldn't say while you're on live. Yeah, right, and then hyper focusing on stuff, and yeah, it's really hard to not when you hyper focus. It's really hard to pivot to something else. Like some days I'll harp really bad on something that's annoying me, and it's not like just a bad thing, but it's like, it's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna harp on it, and then I'm like telling myself, please, can you change the channel? Can you go to something else? It, yep, yep, exactly. I'm like, yeah, it's a blessing and a curse because when I'm zoned in, yeah, it get a lot of stuff done. Thanks so much for the likes. Oh, y'all, this my last row because it's like 11 o'clock. I didn't realize it was 11 o'clock. But this my last row, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Okay, I'm gonna make a note because I'm gonna follow you back. What in the world is my phone doing? Is it not? It doesn't want to let me in. Ooh, you up early? Have you been up all night, or you just got up? If you don't mind me asking. The reason why I'm asking because I'm a night owl, and I'll stay up to 5 o'clock in the morning, but I cannot get up at 5 in the morning. Right, exactly. Yeah, so that's why I asked because I figured that may be the case. I was like, "Have you went to bed yet?" That is so me. Then every once in a while, I'll go on this thing where I've only I function on 3 hours of sleep, and I'm just like, I know that's not good, but my body is like, we good, we functioning, we doing well today on 3 hours of sleep. But logically, I know better. Oh yeah, oh yeah, get that. Cause when I go to bed, my brain goes to thinking about. So I'm not doing anything, and my brain goes to thinking about all these video ideas at night. And I'm just like, why can't we think of like very awesome ideas during the daytime when I'm awake and I'm functioning? Right now, I want to go to sleep, but I keep thinking about video ideas, and then I go to sending them to myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my text messages are overloaded with a whole bunch of ideas that I haven't done because I've texted myself too many things. So there's that. But yeah, it's oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. You ever try melatonin? It doesn't work all the time for me, but I try it every once in a while. But every once in a while, my brain just be like, nope, that ain't working either, sister. We are on tonight. And that's probably what I need to do. I probably need to get a notepad instead. I was trying to be modern and use the text messages. And then every once in a while, I send it in Messenger. And then I'll buy a notebook and then I won't use it. But I really need to be um more strict on myself and say just grab a notebook, do the notebook thing. But yeah. Uh okay. My my youngest has ADHD and the oldest one he tends to like do ADD type things. His energy is not as big as the youngest one. But I've tried melatonin on him. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it helps. And then he's such so picky that I still yeah. Uh-oh. Wow, that's a lot of notebooks completed. But he's so picky about what he ingests, what he tastes, all that stuff. Like for a while, he was hyper fixated on macaroni, and so I can't really eat macaroni now because of that. But yeah. So he's so picky that we just stopped using the melatonin with him because he was complaining about the different gummies and they taste nasty. And then we tried the capsule with him, and he's just like, I don't want the capsule, I want the gummy. I'm like, look, son, because if he refuses like to eat something, he really refuses. He will not eat it. Like he will go hungry and not eat the eat food. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I hope you all have a good night, and I will be back here at 8 p.m. Central to 11 p.m. Central next week. Yeah, me too, me too. Um, but I need to try and find some days where I can do go live during the earlier part of the day. So I'm still working all that out. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping in. I can't wait to like do some connecting with you through your videos and through your lives and stuff. Have a good one, y'all. I hope to see you guys next week.